What's up? This is Trey with fearlessboss.com coming to you with a video. This video, I want to talk about how confidence relates to success. All right. And, I put here more confidence equals more success. And you see, I got this confidence level thing, and it's, going from fear to building to steady to strong to invincible. And that's just, a little example of how, confidence works. With anything that you do in life, you have to start off with no confidence. All right, you can fake it till you make it, but the reality is, when you start something new, you're not going to be very confident. It doesn't matter who you are. So you need to understand that. So one thing I believe in is experience is the greatest teacher. If you want to learn something, the best way to do it is not to read books, is not to soak yourself in audio tapes and stuff like that. The best thing you can do is to get experience. Obviously, you want to combine reading and learning and educating yourself, but you also want to put more emphasis on getting experience. All right. If success is what you seek, then you need to expose yourself to as many relevant experiences as possible. Let's use an example, okay? You're just starting your own online business, all right? The whole idea of starting an online business can be very overwhelming because you need to set up a website, you need to buy a domain, you need to get hosting, you need to get an autoresponder, you need to get, you might have to learn some SEO, you have to learn how to build a website, how to add pages. All right, so there's so many things that you need to learn. Yes, you can read a book, and a book will show you how to do it, but until you actually do it yourself, actually take action, you won't learn or get the experience necessary to reach success or develop the skills needed to reach success. All right, so whenever you get into something, you say you're going to start a online business, or if you're going to learn a new instrument or whatever it is, start with the basics. Start getting some small experience in that field so you can develop your confidence. Stop reading, wishing, hoping, waiting. Instead, focus on taking action. All right, that should be the most important thing. Taking action. All right, you buy a new course, it says, the first thing in the course, it says go and buy a domain. Don't read anything else, just go and buy the domain. That's the first thing you need to do. Don't overwhelm yourself, just start taking action. All right, once you go and buy a domain, now you have that under your belt. Now you know how to buy a domain. Okay, next thing you need to do, set up WordPress on your domain. All right, so you go and do that. All right, so you take little steps, little daily steps. All right, confidence is built by repetition and your ability to predict the future. So once you do something over and over again, your ability to predict starts to develop. You start to predict things. You know what's going to happen. All right, I know, if I make this video, when I make this video, I know that a certain amount of people is going to see this video. Why do I know that? Because I've made videos in the past. I know how many people see those videos, so I have an idea of how many people are going to watch this video. Okay. From making videos, I know how important it is, how long a video should be. I know that nobody wants to sit down and watch a 30-minute video. So I try to keep my videos short, all right? 5 to 10 minutes, or at the most 15 minutes. I don't try to go over that because I know people want information, but they don't want to sit there for a long time. And if I'm going to give somebody a long video or something like that, it would be on, a paid course, something that they're paying for. Because if somebody pays for something, then obviously they're willing to spend time, a long time, learning whatever it is. If it's an in-depth training, then they have no problem sitting there for 30 minutes to an hour learning something because they paid for that information. But if I want to help somebody out, with some free advice, free tips, I don't want it to be so long that the person leaves. And I learned this from experience because I know how people react to my videos depending on the duration, how long it is. And I know with myself, I don't really like to sit down and watch long videos myself. So what I'm saying is, confidence, your ability to, when you repeat things, when you do things over and over, that confidence is developed, and that equates to more success. Okay, so the more confident I am in my ability, the more I'm willing to take action, which will lead to more success. All right, my mistakes start to become reduced. I stop making mistakes. I start doing the right things. Now I'm putting in the numbers. I'm doing a lot. I'm producing a lot, and I'm producing effectively. That's what leads to success. All right, in the beginning, you can produce a lot in the beginning, but maybe you're not producing effectively, so you might not, achieve that success that you're looking for. But if you continue to repeat things, do things over and over again, it's kind of like, um, walking. Like, nobody thinks when they walk. You just get up and walk. All right. You don't even think about the steps you're walking, how you're walking, how to balance yourself when you walk. You just walk because you've done it so many times. And that just proves, if you do something over and over and over and over and over again, you will get good at it. But you just have to be willing to repeat something. You have to be willing to go through that repetitive process to acquire a skill and use that skill to achieve success. Move in the direction of the most resistance. In most cases, the thing that you don't want to do is the thing you must do. All right. What's a great example? The best example I can give you is when you see that girl or that guy that you're attracted to. You know that you should walk up to them, go and talk to them. You know that if you do not talk to them, nothing will happen. Your chances of getting with that person is zero. All right. But if you at least go and talk to them, now you're opening up an opportunity. All right. 50-50. They either say yes, they like you, or no, they don't like you. Or maybe they like you as a friend, so they become your friend, and then you have the opportunity to change them from a friend into something bigger. All right. But my point is, whenever you're feeling resistance, you should know I need to do this. All right. Whatever you're resisting, that's what you need to do. Okay. You feel like you don't want to do paid traffic. That's probably what you need to do. All right. You feel like you don't want to spend, $500 or $1,000 on some course or some training. Maybe that's exactly what you need to get. Majority of the time, the thing that you're resisting, that you're scared of, that you fear, that's what you need to do. All right. But don't just do it just because you fear it. You have to sit down and really analyze the situation and think about it. Do I really need to do this? All right. And majority of the time, or a lot of the time, the thing that you thought that, oh, I don't need that. That's exactly what you need. So understand that resistance is inevitable when striving for success, and there's no way to achieve success without pushing through resistance or going around it. So if you're resisting something, you have to push through it. You have to turn that discomfort into comfort. You need to expand your comfort zone and embrace fear, embrace uncertainty, embrace not wanting to do something. All right. And do it anyway, or find a way around it. All right. But you can't just let something stop you from achieving success. Don't let excuses or obstacles stop you. Don't let anything or anyone stop you from achieving success, because at the end of the day, 10, 15 years from now, when you look back on, your decision to let fear or whatever it was stop you from doing what you want to do, you're not going to be happy with that. You're going to regret it. So always think about that. Always think about the future. How are you going to feel about this 10 years later? All right. 10 years down the road, are you going to be happy that you let your fear take over your life and you didn't, progress and go out there and achieve your goals? All right, so you got to think about that. Embrace fear and take action anyway. You got to understand, there's fear and then there's danger. All right, that's how I like to look at it. Fear is like, oh, that girl might not like me, so I'm not going to go talk to her. Or, oh, I don't want to create my own product because it's not going to be good and people are going to make fun of me. Oh, I don't want to buy that training because I'm going to be broke for a little while and I don't like being broke. Like, you have to, those are just little petty stuff that don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Those are like instant or like short-term issues that you might have to deal with, whatever. Now, danger would be like, okay, Danger is like if you buy this product, you'll go bankrupt. Okay, if you're gonna go bankrupt, you don't need to be buying things. Danger is when um, you know, you try to work on your business instead of going and taking care of your bills. All right. Like there's certain stuff you need to understand. Like, but fear, little fears that are just like excuses, don't let those control you. All right. I'm trying to, make this as clear as possible that there's a difference between danger and fear. Danger is the stuff that you really should fear. Okay. That's what danger is. You see a lion outside, keep your door shut. Don't go outside. Um, you see a snake, run away from the snake. If you see a girl or a guy that you find attractive and you're running away from them, like that's just ridiculous. All right. If you really think about it, it's just ridiculous. You're running away from them because you're afraid of rejection. Rejection is something you've dealt with your whole life. Everybody has been rejected before. We get rejected every single day. Somebody rejecting us in some way or some form. There's some way we're being rejected. If you want $100 to make $100 a day and you're not making $100 a day, you're being rejected by the world. The world is saying that you don't deserve that $100 a day. You're being rejected. So rejection is something we all deal with, but sometimes we make it bigger than what it really is. But just learn to embrace fear and still take action. If you know you need to do something in order to achieve success and there's fear stopping you from doing it, just embrace the fear. Okay, it is natural. Everybody has to deal with it, and just push through it. All right, there's nothing bad that's gonna happen. You're not gonna die. All right. If you want something, you have to take it, period. All right. Hoping, wishing, and praying without action is useless. Always focus on action. Always focus on doing something. All right. You have to be willing to do whatever it takes in order to achieve something great. All right. So, whatever it takes, basically, in my opinion, means being willing to push through the resistance. When you don't feel like doing something, when you're tired, when you're fearful, when you're scared, when you're not in the mood, you just have to be persistent. You have to be disciplined, and you just have to keep pushing forward. All right. There's no secret. All right. It's just about being able to control yourself, control your emotions, and control your actions. All right. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. All right. That's what separates the greats from the goods and the decents. All right. The great people are the ones that are okay with getting uncomfortable. They're the ones who are okay with making tough decisions, okay with making sacrifices. That's just part of life. If you want to achieve greatness, you have to make great sacrifices. All right. So those are my tips and advice, just to let you understand that confidence equals success and how you can build your confidence, how you can achieve more success. For more advice, tips, and training, click the link in the description below or go to fearlessboss.com. Thanks for watching. Peace.